then we go and see. I just show you something which is very sad. When the economy is so bad and these people have no mercy on you. How much do they charge you for consultation in Zimbabwe? How much is it?
Probably $300. It depends on where you go. It depends, but it was like $45, $50.
$45, $50. So on average, it's US dollars. Yeah, on average is about $30 when I hear people saying now let's work it out together. I've got my calculator. Yeah, $30 per consultation, Dr. Anona Moon, for 10-15 minutes, right? At most 15 minutes. So in other words, in an hour, Anona 1 4. And so 30 times 4. So he makes $120 in 1 hour. Times 8 hours, he makes $960 in 1 day. Multiply this by 5, he makes $4,800 in 1 week. Times 52 in a year, he makes $249,600. Let me just do that. Divide that by 12. Yeah, divide by 12. In a month, he makes $20,800. For what? To write you a prescription.
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah, that's all you guys are paying for, to write you a prescription. And that prescription, he gets a cut. Those are going to refer to in that pharmacy cut.
Yeah.
Was
he
not? He gets his money.
Yes, and also you'll tell you, Kuti, if the medication can sing a shandu, we are after 3 weeks, then I can prescribe you another thing.
And you have to pay again.
And you have to pay again.
Literally, that's what happened when I was in my eyes were open to a whole new world I didn't know existed. Like, I got sick and I was like, this is a nightmare. Like, every single time I would have to pay money, and I was like, no ways. How do normal people do this? Because at least I had my money in my UK bank account, and I was like, what about people? What about civil servants? What about people who are just selling tomatoes in the streets? How then do they access like medical care? How then do they access consultation? How then do they deal with these problems? Because just because you've got privilege to have money to pay for a consultation, it doesn't mean that everybody does. So then I was like, yeah, there's a problem here. There's a big problem.
Now, yes, to add insult to injury.
Uh-oh.
Now, did you know that medication has become #1 killer after stroke and cancer? Did you know that people are dying doing what their doctors told them to do?
You know, I have to agree on that. I'm not particularly keen on mentioning personal details, but I just wanna. I'm sure that this will probably help somebody out there. I have a 3-year-old son, and he was diagnosed with eczema, which is a skin condition. And at first they prescribed this, I don't know if you've heard of it, green, so it's like Vaseline, but it's like a thicker version of Vaseline. I used it for over a year. But I'm going to prescribe it over and over and over, and it never worked. When I mean it never worked, it's like the more I used it, the worse the condition got. And then I went back to the doctor and was like, this thing is not working. It's like, it's like I'm spreading whatever he has. I'm making it worse. He started giving me my steroids for his skin. This went from
3 years old.
At the time he was 2 when he was prescribed those steroids. This went from 0 to 100 to 1,000. When I tell you that his skin literally it deteriorated up to the point where I was like, this is what is this? And then when you go back, they'll tell you no, it's working. Until I was like, I chose to take the matters into my own hands, and I did my own research. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna if it means I have to cure him myself, I'm gonna do it. So I started looking for products that other people have used for eczema, and it's actually worked. Turning out, all I needed was to give him to bath him and oil his skin with cocoa butter. which cost £3.50. Like,
it actually
guys,
works. One time I
when
tried to tell
when
you
I
guys
told you,
about it,
Kuti,
and
it
people made me
actually
feel like the bad
works.
guy, but it
Guys,
works.
I'm not even, honestly, I cannot come on here and tell you a lie. Ever since
Can I-
then, his skin has actually been amazing. But I spent a year going back and forth with a doctor telling me to do all of these extra little things. You know, prescribing medications that cost a lot of money, and it did nothing.
Yeah.
And
Can I
ended
just
up buying
summarize?
something. Sorry.
Can I just summarize what you just said there? Okay. Now, how can we trust a system which benefits at the cost of our health? That's the first question. Now, what medication does, it treats the symptoms of the problem. It does not treat the cause.
Exactly. Exactly. And you know what you just said is so true, because I remember my mom asking me, do you realize Guti, problem here eczema ilmukati?
That's the point I wanted to say.
And the steroids but the condition is from the inside. So the more you're taking, it's like you could be some layers of skin, but it's just coming back up. It's just literally coming back up. So the medication doesn't actually do anything for the condition. It doesn't.
So what happens now on that? Wakaenda got skin problem, and it. So what you see on the skin, it's evidence of what's happening under the skin.
Underneath, yeah.
Now, what happens is this: your dad says to you, "I want to see my Tila garden, my Sakura garden," and you know, dad comes at night, yeah. And then you are clever, you are lazy, you're playing with your friends. And you get a wheelbarrow, you load with soil. So Mdara, when it comes, you just see yeah. That's what medication does.
Yeah.
Because actually again. Now, to help somebody here, a situation in eczema. Okay. Now, you need to understand this, guys. 99.9% of health issues, they are caused by what we eat. Okay, and I'm gonna unlock it. I'm gonna prove it to you. Now, do you know eczema, skin conditioner, dairy?
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
dairy, cheese, dairy products.
Oh,
yes. Yeah. Now, because whenever you are eating or drinking anything, there's two things that will be taking place. Either you are feeding a disease or you are fighting it.
Yeah.
People come to me for obesity session and say, Simba, I struggle with weight. And I'll say, no one struggles with weight. We struggle with food.
Hey.
I'm sorry, but I'm
put it cheese and
I've been ever since I was 18 years old. I
just want to be clear.
Weight, no matter how much I eat. I don't gain weight, no matter how much I eat.
Guys, that's how in 30 seconds. But I just want to say